Welcome to Ghost Files, where the shadows speak and mysteries come alive. If you love chilling stories, haunted places, and the unexplained, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on the darkest tales from around the world. Let's dive into today's haunting. The Nightmare of Turpin Children. The Turpin children were subjected to extreme physical and emotional abuse by their parents, David and Louise Turpin. The siblings were chained to their beds, deprived of food and hygiene, and isolated from the outside world. Some children were not allowed to bathe for months or even years. The abuse went on for decades, with the children being forced to pretend they were homeschooled while being kept captive. Neighbors reported hearing screams and strange noises coming from the house. But the parents' charade fooled authorities into not investigating further. It wasn't until one of the daughters, Jordan, escaped from the house in 2018 that the authorities were alerted and the parents were arrested. The children were found in deplorable conditions, with some weighing as little as 80 pounds. David and Louise Turpin were charged with multiple counts of torture, false imprisonment, and child endangerment. In 2019, they pleaded guilty to 14 felony counts and were sentenced to life in prison. The Turpin case highlights the importance of vigilance and reporting suspicious activity to prevent child abuse. The Fritzl case. A tale of deception and captivity. Joseph Fritzl held his daughter Elizabeth captive in a secret basement beneath his family's home in Amstetten, Austria. For 24 years, Elizabeth was subjected to unimaginable abuse and rape, resulting in the birth of 7 children. The abuse began when Elizabeth was 18 years old, and Fritzl convinced her that she needed to be locked away for her own protection. He kept her hidden from the world, and the rest of the family believed she had run away. The children, who grew up in the cramped and unsanitary conditions of the basement, were sometimes brought upstairs to be raised by Fritzl's wife, Rosemarie, who was unaware of their true identity. Elizabeth's ordeal ended in 2008 when one of the children, Michael, fell seriously ill. Elizabeth begged Fritzl to take Michael to the hospital, where a nurse became suspicious and alerted authorities. Fritzl was arrested and later sentenced to life in prison. The case shocked the world, raising questions about how such abuse could go undetected for so long and highlighting the importance of vigilance in preventing family abuse. The unseen suffering. The Jeannie story. Jeannie, a pseudonym given to a young girl, was discovered in 1970 in California. She was around 13 years old and had been subjected to extreme neglect and isolation by her parents. Jeannie's father, Clark Wiley, had kept her locked in a room, often strapped to a potty chair or caged in a crib. She was forbidden from making noise and was punished for speaking. As a result, Jeannie grew up without language and was unable to interact with the world like a normal child. After her discovery, Jeannie was taken into care, and a team of scientists and psychologists, including Dr. Susan Curtis, worked with her to help her develop language and social skills. Despite some progress, Jeannie's case remains a tragic example of the long-term effects of neglect and isolation on a child's development. The case also sparked debate about the ethics of studying individuals in such circumstances and the balance between scientific inquiry and human compassion.